It's Omar from Elite Martial Arts. I hope you guys are ready and excited for an exciting workout today, an exciting class. So we're beginning our new rotation, and I know that the last video I put out was based on our form, so we're just going to be keeping on working on our rotation for this upcoming period. So what we're going to do is let's start by snapping, bowing, and getting started with our student creed. So ready, stance. Say, I must develop myself in a positive manner and stay away from things that are bad for my mind and my body. Sir, ready, stance. I must develop self-discipline and do what's right without anyone telling me to. Sir, ready, stance. I must use common sense before self-defense and never, ever hurt others. Sir, last one, nice and strong. This is a black belt school. Today and every day, I'll do my best. Sir. All right, guys, go right into our warm-up. So we're gonna be here, hands to side, back straight. Let's do 1 minute of jumping jacks. 1 full minute of jumping jacks. Try not to stop, keep pushing yourself. Let's get ready and begin. Perfect. Now 1 full minute of squats. Hands up. Try to stay at my pace. Try not to move too much faster, too much slower, right? When we move too fast with our squats, we're not really getting a full benefit with the squat. It's awesome if you're able to do 1,000,000 squats in 1 minute. If I do 1,000,000 of these, it's not really gonna make me too much better. I'd rather you do just 10 of these than 1,000,000 of these. Does that make sense? So stay with me, squats, stay with my pace, 1 minute. When you stand up, squeeze your legs, squeeze everything. Perfect. Now we're gonna do crunches. So I'm gonna be on my back. I'm gonna have my feet up in the air. I'm gonna put my hands up by my face. And my job is to get my shoulders off the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do this for 30 seconds. Get ready and with me. Go. Perfect. Now let's do push-ups. 30 seconds. If push-ups are way too challenging for you, if you're a little dragging, if you're 3, 4 years old, then feel free to do shoulder tags. If you're up for the challenge, go right for it. So your two options, either shoulder tags here, tapping your shoulders, or push-ups here. Chin to the mat and back up. 30 seconds. Go. Very nice, team. Now, let's really try to keep the formal structure, because remember, when we come back, we're still going to have awesome structured classes. So when I'm going over demonstration, I want you to be down on one knee, sitting nice and strong, showing me that you're really patient. One of the number one things we're going to work on this week, when we're talking about the lesson of the month being teamwork, we're going to be talking about your patience, right? Patience is a very, very key detail in making your team strong. You have to be patient with your team. So when I'm speaking or going over directions, I want you down on a knee just like this. Got a team? So, down on a knee. We're here, back straight. Let's go over the first move I want you to practice. So the first thing we're going to do is get our legs ready to be able to kick high and kick faster. Wouldn't it be awesome if every time you threw a kick, it was super fast and super high, you had a black belt kick every time? There's secrets that I learned, and Sensei and all the guys that I've come up training with have done and learned to make our kicks way better. So if you want really, really good kicks, these are the drills you do. The first thing you do is leg raises. You want a good stretch of your legs. You want to get used to shocking your muscle to get your foot up really, really high. So what I'm going to do is have my hands up, my back straight. I pick a leg. I keep that leg totally straight, and I control that leg. I'm going to lift it up as high as I can and then place it back on the floor. 1, 2, 3. 2 details I want to pay attention, or 3 details. Number 1, my hands stay up. Number 2, my back stays totally straight. Notice I didn't do this. I didn't let my hips stick out. I didn't curve my back or anything like that. I stayed totally straight and lift my foot up. Just like that. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see how many of those you can do on your left leg. 30 seconds. Remember, it's not a race. Go nice and slow, right at this pace. Just like that. 30 seconds of that, and then 30 seconds of this leg. Remember, first detail, hands up. Second detail, back straight. Third detail, try your best to keep this leg straight as well. Go for it. Go! All right, guys, so the next black belt secret is one, if you do correctly, I'm telling you, your kicks are gonna get skyrocketed to the next level. So don't slack on this one. Really, really push yourself on this one if you want to have the best kicks in the world. So follow me. We're gonna be here. I have my hands up. I'm gonna tap whatever leg, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing what's called crescent kicks. Now, it's often, this is a common mistake that people make when they do this kicks. And remember, right now you should be down on 8. When I do this kick, it's not me going in, it's me going out. Right? I need to go out to open up my hips. The more open my hips are, the more I get used to opening up my hips and getting that flexibility and range of motion there, the stronger, faster, and more intense my kicks are gonna be. I'm gonna use a chair to help me out. You guys can use whatever you want. You can use a partner, right? You can have a parent hold out their hand. You can use a chair too, just make sure you're safe. You can use whatever you'd like. But what my job is to get my foot around the chair and up as high as I can. Crescent kick, you're drawing a half circle all the way around, all the way around. When I do that, my toes are pointed. As many as I can on this leg, then as many as I can on this leg. Get ready, and go. All right, guys, next drill is a lot of fun. I'm gonna be crawling, so I'm gonna be on my hands and knees, just like this. From here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knee and I'm gonna tap my shoulder. So I'm gonna bring my knee up to my shoulder and then back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how many you can do in 1 minute. Get ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect, now let's use the other leg. I'm this way, I'll do it this way so that way you guys can see. Knee up to my shoulder and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not your elbow, not your shoulder, all the way up here. Boom, 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 boom. Get ready, go! Perfect. Now let's practice our most powerful kick, our side kick. Knee up to your shoulder and push away. Up to your shoulder and push away. Up to your shoulder and push away. Up and push. If you can practice with your parents, if you have something to practice with, you can practice really pushing them away. Just don't kick your parents too hard. Go for it. 1 minute. Don't forget to use the other leg too. 1 minute. Go. All right, now we're gonna work on our hook kick, right? The kick that we just did was called our side kick, right? So from the floor, when I was on my hands and knees, my side kick, my knee came in, I pushed away. A hook kick is a side kick, and then at the end, after I push away, I bring my foot back. So I'm here and around. This way, around. And this way, up and around. Up and around. Let's see you do as many hook kicks as you can, just like that. So I'm gonna be here. Notice I'm looking over my shoulder to see where my foot is going. I'm not letting my knee touch the floor the whole time. 30 seconds, or maybe 1 minute. Go! Perfect, now let's use the other leg. I'm here. Go for it, team. All right, last drill for our hook kicks. Just like before, I'm gonna have my hands up, my back straight. I'm kicking over, right? I'm here in the same direction as my crescent kick. Hook kick over, hook kick over, kick over, hook kick over, hook kick over. Let's see how many of those you can do in 1 minute. If you don't have a chair, if you don't feel safe doing it with a chair, let's grab somebody's hand and go right over. Perfect. Now let's use the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, team. Once you have that kick and you understand that kick, that's the first step in learning an even cooler kick called the spinning hook kick. Again, spinning hook kick that we all can get really good at. If you're a BBT Little Dragon, feel free to practice that. If you're a basic Little Dragon, you have some time before you need to master that kick, but definitely make sure that you're practicing that kick. All right, team. So quickly before we finish up, I just want to talk about the lesson of the month. Lesson of the month we've been talking about is teamwork, and teamwork is just working together as a team to make everybody's life easier and job easier and just make everybody happier, right? One of the best things that you need is to be happy, right? If you're not happy, if you're not having fun, then why do it? You want to make sure that you can make anything fun. But the number one thing that we need right now is to make sure that we're all working together as a team. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about being patient, right? Being patient is one of the number one things that you need to get your black belt. Do you get your black belt instantly? Do you walk into the karate school, you snap, you bow, get your white belt, and then 2 minutes later get your black belt? Of course not. You have to wait. It takes a long time. It takes years and years of training, discipline, dedication, hard work to get that belt. And even the day of the black belt test, you have to be very patient. It's not a short test. Our black belt test is 6 hours long where we push you, but by the time you go for the test, you're gonna be more than ready for it. Patience is the number one thing you need to achieve your black belt, right? How do we practice patience in the karate school? One way is, by the way, we sit like a super black belt. Another way is when we're waiting in line for our turn, we stand nice and strong with our back straight, we're waiting. Another thing is when we're practicing with our moves. Got to remember that we talked about this a little bit last week. If you focus on the things that you're not doing right, then what's going to happen is you're not going to feel as great. When you don't feel as great, you don't try as hard. You don't try as hard, you don't feel as great. And it's just a negative spiral until you end up just not feeling good at all. And that's not what you want. You want to make sure that you're always feeling your best, right? Yes, sir. Because when you feel your best, you try harder. When you try harder, you get better. When you get better, you feel your best. And then you feel your best and you try harder. And it's a positive spiral. That's called the black belt attitude. That's called focusing on the things that you're doing right, and you guys are doing a lot of things right. So the number one thing in your training is being patient. Understand that some of these moves are a little bit advanced, and it's going to take you a little while to get really, really good at it. You're not going to get great overnight. If you show a lot of discipline, you show a lot of consistency, and you're always trying your hardest, eventually you're going to get really, really good. You guys are already really awesome, but it's just getting better and better and better every single time. Does that make sense? Perfect. So when you're down on a knee and you're sitting strong, you're showing me patience. When you're standing in line, you're showing me patience. When you're staying at home and your parents are working on something and you need them and you wait until they're all done, that's showing patience. So what I'm looking for this week is for you guys to show me how patient you can be. If you really, really want to do something and your parents are busy or something like that, we have to make sure that we stay patient. Does that make sense? Perfect. Let's practice being patient this week, guys. I want to hear stories from your parents about how patient you've been, and if you guys are looking really, really good. This week, we're actually starting a really cool new thing with our online training where students can earn raffle tickets for cool prizes. So on Saturday, we're going to be raffling off really cool prizes, maybe gift cards, maybe cool EMA sweatshirts and hoodies and gear, so don't miss it. It's going to be next Saturday where we have our first raffle, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you guys are, number one, working on the challenges at home, because that's one way to earn tickets. Number two, sending in videos of you doing these online trainings, that's another way to earn tickets. Number three, coming to our live classes, that's yet another way to earn tickets. And number four, working on what we tell you to in class. So I told you to work on your patience. If your parents send me in different examples of you practicing your patience and it's just so outstanding that they have to tell me, then you get some tickets. And depending on how awesome the whatever display of patience was, I'll give you more tickets. Does that make sense? So, great job today, guys. Let's finish strong. Put your arms out. Ready, snap. Bow. Put your hand on the camera. And on three, you're gonna pull away. Wait, on three. There we are. On three, you're gonna pull away and say EMA. Ready? 1, 2, 3. EMA! Great job today, guys. I'll see you later. High five. Boom! Wait, I want a better one. Boom! Oh, too good. All right, this section is for those guys in our BBT class. BBT Dragons, BBT 1, BBT 2, BBT 3, those guys who can use commas. If you don't own a pair of commas, or if you're not in the BBT class, then this portion really isn't for you. You're welcome to watch and observe, but if you guys are in the BBT class and you don't have your own pair of commas to practice, you're welcome to find something as an alternative, whether it be a pencil. You can use just your you can use just your hands, open chop, whatever you want, or you can give me or the school a call, and we can figure out a way to get you some commas to practice with. But anyway, let's go right into our training with our commas. So when I'm holding the commas, it's a little bit different in structure than the nunchucks. We just came off of our nunchuck rotation. I got my nunchucks here still. Nunchucks are a very loose and easy weapon. So with nunchucks, you're required to be loose with your body to just flow, to have good control of the nunchucks. You have to kind of mimic the nunchucks. The nunchucks are loose and flowy, so that's how you have to be with your body. Commas are a little bit different. They're a lot more strong and structured, right? So with commas, it's important that I'm strong, I'm sharp, boom, with my movements. I move fast and I stop fast. If I'm too loose with my commas, it just looks silly, you look crazy. So I have to make sure that I look strong with my commas. So when I hold my commas, I don't hold them at the top like nunchucks. I hold them in the middle. I hold them tight, and I stand strong in a ready stance, feet shoulder width apart, back straight, chin up, chest out, shoulders back, everything there. We're in a strong ready stance. All I want to see from here is going to have one comma out, one comma in chamber. I'm getting a little closer to you guys. Right about here is good. Perfect. Now from here, I want to see straight strikes. Remember, I pull one hand back and I push the other hand out at the exact same time to get added power. Let's do 10 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice on the out. 10. Perfect. Now chops. I'm going to keep this hand out. This hand's going to go out to the side, all the way over my comma, and then I'm going to give my head a hug. So I'm bringing my elbow up in front of my face here. From here, I'm going to strike straight across. I do it this way, straight across. Do it this way too, straight across. Who caught what I did just now? What did I do with this hand? Just like when I'm striking straight, all of my strikes need a push and a pull. A push and a pull, right? So what I'm doing is this hand is gonna be pushing out while this hand pulls back, so I have twice the power. Boom, and back. Boom, and back. Boom, and back. 10 with me on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to stop fast. 6, 7, 8, 9. And remember, I'm stopping right in front of me. I'm not doing this. Right here. And 10. Now the other side. Take this hand, go all the way over your kama and around your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent, guys. Arms out, snap, bow. Main moves I want you to practice with your kamas. I want you to do this section, those basics, right? Because you need a strong foundation. I want you to redo this section at least 3 times. If you want to do it 10, 20, 30, 100 times, you're more than welcome to. Remember, the more times we practice, the better we're going to get. It's better than sitting home and staying on your iPad or whatever you want to do. If you spend this time practicing, you're going to get really, really, really sharp. Some ways to make this a little bit more challenging or advanced is when I'm chopping, I also step forward with the same leg that's chopping. So since this hand is going to chop, I'm going to step forward with this leg. Bend that knee, keep this back leg straight, and then chop. Those are some ways to make that a little bit more advanced if you want to change it up when you're practicing. Practice as many times as you possibly can. When we do our kamas throughout this week, I want to see who's going to be the all-star. Arms out, snap, bow. Great job today, guys.